Today we are moving on to the day 3 session on criteria 1 curricular aspects. So the introduction part, hope you all understand the awareness session on NAAC. So particularly ours is an autonomous institution where we have a freedom to introduce new programs, new revisions in the syllabus, because we have a freedom of revisiting the syllabus on a need basis. So the criterion 1 is all about focusing on the curricular aspects of the institution. As you all know, right, the one of the main core values of NAAC is fostering the global standards. So to make ourselves globally competitive, we have to make our syllabus up to the mark of international level. So the next slide, which gives you the key indicators. Here we have 4 indicators: curriculum design and development. You have 50 points. Academic flexibility, you have 40 points. Curriculum enrichment, you have 40 points. Feedback system, you have 20 points. All put together for these curricular aspects, the totally it's around 150 points out there. So curriculum design and development. So as I said, you need to get the feedback from the stakeholders. In the sense, you have to get the feedback from the student, you have to get the feedback from the teacher, you have to get the feedback from the alumni, you have to get the feedback from the industrialist. So feedback in the sense on the basis of how far the curriculum helps them to grow, and its industry institution connect as well. So what is the recent trends which is happening in the industry, the same to be revisited, remodified in our syllabus, which makes the students to learn the practical aspects. Okay. So moving on to the first question under curriculum design and development. 1.1.1 curricula developed and implemented have relevance to the local, national, regional and global developmental needs, which is reflected in POs, PSOs and COs of the program offered by the institution, which carries 20 points. So in the PowerPoint at the top, the right hand side, you can see Q1M, which represents the particular metric which should be in the qualitative in nature, that is a descriptive part. You have to write a description about 500 words and the same to be uploaded in the SSR report. So here POs, PSOs and COs, course, generally our practice is course. We thought it is like BA English, BA History, BA Economics, BSc Maths, BCom General, all such things we talk about, it is a course. But when it comes for UGC, AICTE, NAAC or any engineering, if you take COs, that is course is nothing but these subjects. So course, wherever you find a course in this SSR report which represents this subject, it is not mentioning the like a degree. So COs is nothing but course outcome. Course represents the subject outcome. So then what is POs? PO is nothing but program outcomes. Program in the sense only the, like say for example BA, BSc, without mentioning the specialization like BA, BSc, BCom, like that, which is representing the POs. So what is this? PSOs is representing the program specific objectives, which representing the specialization, in the sense BA Economics, BA History, BSc Psychology, BSc Maths, BCom Accounting and Finance, BCom Computer Application. So like that, the PSOs which is mentioning about the specialization, POs mentioning only about the degree, and COs representing the subject outcomes. So wherever you find the CO, which is nothing but the subject. So here the description in 500 words. So what you have to state in for this particular question. So what is the procedure that you are following for developing or creating the curriculum? So for each and every process there should be some sort of procedural system should be there. Suppose if I want to make a revision in my syllabus, what is the procedure? So those kind of work procedure need to be created by the institution, and the same procedure to be followed by the institution. So here academic council, board of studies, whatever the syllabus, revision, curriculum, it has to be placed with academic council, board of studies. So board of studies, which includes the subject matter expert from outside. You have the industrial person, so that you have to get the input from those persons and you have to modify the syllabus appropriately. So how you are getting the inputs from stakeholders? By way of getting the feedback. You are getting the feedback from the alumni on curriculum, from students, teachers, industrialists, from from the society as well. So you have to get the feedback. Society in the sense we can make it as a parent. So you have to get the input from the stakeholders in terms of the curriculum. So identify POs, PSOs, COs for all the programs like BA economics. So in BA economics you have to write program outcome, program specific outcome, and you have somewhere around some 40 subjects. For each and every subject you have to mention the course outcomes. So also to state how far it has a relevance to local, regional, national and global development. So you have to state, so the syllabus should contain all such things, that is starting from your POs, PSOs and COs, and how far it is helping the students to learn in terms of how far it is globalized development, that is in the sense international level of standards. So moving on to the next metric is 1.1.2. Percentage of programs where syllabus revision was carried out during the last 5 years, which carries again 20 mark points. So the right hand side you can see it's a Q and M. Previously it is a Q1M where you have given a descriptive part, but here it is Q and M representing the quantitative information. That is, in the sense you have to give the numbers instead of a descriptive part. You have to give it in a numbers. In SSR you have 5 years period will be there, and each and every year you have to go and enter the numbers, and you also attach the supporting documents as well. So what you have to do here, a list of programs where syllabus revision has been carried out during the last 5 years. So during the last 5 years, how many programs have syllabus revision has been made? So those lists need to be prepared. You have a separate Excel file will be there. Approved minutes, so you have to attach the supporting documents, in the sense you have to submit the minutes of the meeting, board of studies meeting and academic council. So those minutes need to be uploaded in the SSR report. And particularly if the syllabus revision which is less than 20%, see in the third point you can see the number of courses. Again I'm mentioning is the number of courses which represents the subjects. It's not mentioning the program, that is BA English. It is not representing the program which represents the subjects. If the number of courses in which content is changed in a given program to the extent of 20% or more, it will be considered as a change in syllabus. Suppose the syllabus you are making a very minor changes, which will not be considered as a syllabus change. And similarly, if you are any renaming or minor revisions like subject naming, change in name of the subject, which will not be considered as a revision. So moving on to the next third part is 1.1.3 is average percentage of courses having focus on employability, entrepreneurship, skill development offered by the institution during the last 5 years. That is, it carries 10 points. So again, this is the quantitative information where you have to give the numbers. You have all the 5 years will be there. So each and every year you have to go and enter the numbers. So and attach the supporting document, which is very much required as a proof of document. syllabus copy of the courses having highlighting the focus on employability, entrepreneurship, skill development along with their course outcomes. So syllabus copy of the courses again, which is nothing but the subjects. So how many subjects which is directly focusing on employability, directly focusing on the entrepreneurship. So those subjects need to be taken out and you have to validate it, how far it has a direct impact on employability, entrepreneurship and skill development. This has to be decided by the subject matter expert of the particular department. So you have to mention, so the courses which are not directly leading to employability, which has to be ignored. So list the name of the courses having focus on employability, entrepreneurship. As I said, you have to list down the name of the course and how far it impacting the employability, how far it is impacting the entrepreneurship, how far it has an impact on skill development. So under criteria 1, we are moving on to the next part, 1.2, academic flexibility, which carries 40 points. It refers to the freedom for using the time frame of, as you all know, like we have academic flexibility in the sense freedom to introduce new courses. We can opt for interdisciplinary programs, courses for the students. We can we have a credit system over there and supplemental enrichment programs. And again, we have this, the diploma courses, certification courses, choices offered in the curriculum, that elective papers and other curriculum transactions. So autonomous institution will have this academic flexibility. So how far we are utilizing these types of freedom, that is what the NAAC is testing. So under this 1.2, how this 40 points has been categorized. So next. So 1.2.1, percentage of new courses introduced of the total number of courses across all programs offered during the last 5 years. So again, percentage of new courses, which represents the new subjects introduced, which is not the new programs, new courses introduced. How many new subjects has been introduced during the last 5 years? And here you have to give the data in numbers. You can see the right hand side is QNM, which represents the quantifiable information. So list of new courses introduced to be listed. You have a separate Excel sheet where you need to update the program. Say for example, I have introduced GST, which I am introduced as a new subject. So that has to be stated in which program, which specialization you have introduced this course. And you have to give the supporting document, as I said, minutes of the Academic Council Board of Studies, and avoid courses with change of course. So generally, like recently in our college, we have changed Tally. The naming Tally has been changed to computerized accounting. I think so. It's a computerized accounting. That is not the new course introduced. Only the naming convention has changed. That will not be forming part of a new course. So 1.2.2, percentage of programs in which choice-based credit system, elective course system has been implemented. So 20 points. As you all know, in our college we have this CBCS system is there, and very few programs are offering this elective course. I believe in BSc Computer Science, BSc Max, they have this elective course. I think recently in BCom they have brought this elective course. So list of programs in which CBCS elective course system implemented in the last completed academic year certified by the principal. So last completed academic year in the sense, as I said, we almost we are focusing on the fourth cycle, right? So when we move on to 2022, 23, I think so. So what is the previous year? That is 21, 22. What is the like CBCS elective system implemented? Those part need to be updated over there. And supporting document, you need to upload the Board of Studies Academic Council minutes. So structure of the program clearly indicating the courses, credits, electives as approved by the competent board. And here also you will be having the template will be there. you have to mention the course, you have to mention the program, you have to mention the program specialization in which course it has been implemented, and again it is a quantitative information. So we have finished 1.1, 1.2. The next one is 1.3 curriculum enrichment, which carries 40 points again. So what is this curriculum enrichment? So the value added course which are offering to the students, which should sensitize them on various aspects on gender, human values and professional ethics, development of creativity and divergent competencies, environmental and sustainability. So as you all know, like one of the main core value of NAAC is inculcating a value system among students. So how far our curriculum, which is enriching the students on value system, that we are going to see in the next slide. So 1.3.1 institution integrates cross-cutting issues relevant to professional ethics, gender, human values, environment and sustainability into the curriculum. So which carries 10 points. This is something, the descriptive part, qualitative in nature. You have to describe it in 500 words in SSR. So awareness program for the students on the said relevant issues. So how far you are giving awareness program on gender sensitization, on human values, environmental sustainability. So what is the awareness program like, and the empowerment program for girl students, organized programs through various college clubs. I think in our college, if you go onto our website, you can see a lot of clubs are there. So we can organize various programs under this flag, or like this flag in the sense on these issues, cross-cutting issues relevant to ethics, human values, environmental and sustainability. So we have an active NSS, NCC, RRC, YRC, where the programs are happening. And very particularly, very important part is we need to document it appropriately. You need to get the invitation, filed brochure, the feedback form from the students, geotagged photo, and guest profile, and all such things need to be updated appropriately. So 1.3.2, number of value added courses for imparting transferable and life skills offered during the last 5 years, which carries 10 points. In our college, we have this value added courses which is offering on the diploma course. We have some 5 to 6 value added course for our students, which is headed by Dr. Jagadishan sir and his team. So what we have to suppose to have a proof of document. This is quantifiable information where we need to give the numbers. List of value added courses which are optional and offered outside the curriculum of the program, which is not in your syllabus, which is outside where I'm mentioning about the diploma course. So brochure, course content or syllabus along with the course outcome of value added courses offered. So we should have a proper brochure should be there. Course content, that is syllabus, and as well as the outcome of each and every subject and every diploma program. And 30 contact hours, which is less than 30 contact hours, that is diploma which is offering less than 30 contact hours, which will not be considered as a diploma or value added courses. So anything more than 30 hours which will be considered as a value added courses, that alone will be considered as a point for us. Online courses which is offering by the students, like students which is offering, that is they take NPTEL course, right? That will not be forming part of value added course. So only the course which is offered by our institution which will be considered. So moving on to the next slide, 1.3.3, which is mentioning about the average percentage of students enrolled in the courses under this 1.3.2, that is in the previous slide, which is mentioning about the value added course. So the list of students enrolled with the application form. So I think the diploma course or any program which is offered by the placement department as well. I think a placement department also offering more than 30 contact hours program. So each and every program where we need to have the application form to be submitted by the students. I think we don't have that form. So I insist to the coordinators, to the placement officers to maintain this document, that is application form for diploma course. And details of fees paid, I think we are not charging any amount for this course. If it is charged, that can be mentioned. If not, we can make it as a nil, which is offered with free of cost. And you should have a proper timetable and proper attendance, and also some external agency people will be involved when it comes for even diploma course or placement division, where a third party they will come and take this class. If any honorarium will be paid, those document also need to be handled by the respective coordinators. So the TVV partner may ask for certificates of randomly selected students enrolled in such courses and attendance sheets of selected courses. I hope this is maintaining by the respective coordinators. So further to add on, the only thing where we lacked is the application form. Where we are not following this application form, I request all the students to fill this application form and make it as a separate file for this diploma or value added course. So 1.3.4, percentage of students undertaking field project, internship, student projects. Data for latest completed academic year. This is one of the major revision which was happened previously in 2000, before 2019. We need to take all the 5 years data, we need to update, but here the data for the latest completed academic year alone we can give. And I hope most of the courses are having this internship projects will be there, like BCom, corporate secretaryship, basic computer science, like even in BCA and PG courses also you'll be having this internship. So you need to list down the number students who are all undertaking this projects or internship. You need to list down the student's name and in which company organization they underwent the project, and internship completion certificate from the organization, which is very mandatory. So that part also we need to scan it and we have to upload it in SSR report. So report any field visit as well, like any you may went among your industrial visit. So those field visit photographs, the permission letter from the industry, that also can be take as a proof document. So report of students project, again the students when peer team visit come and check manually, at that time they may ask for this students projects report. So that also need to be kept as a proof of document. So moving on to the last part of criteria, one is 1.4 is feedback system, which carries 20 points. So from starting, which I am mentioning, right, is feedback system is particularly for the curriculum aspects alone. That is feedback from all the stakeholders. As I said, stakeholders in the sense from the students, parents, alumni, from the teachers and the the corporate industrialist. So those feedback need to be taken on every semester. Not only feedback questionnaire collection alone, which is not at all sufficient. You have to take it and do the analysis part, that is foremost important. That carries value added point for us. So again, this will enhance our like our curriculum as well. So the 20 points, this is the classification of this 20 points. So 1.4.1, institution obtain feedback from the syllabus and its transaction at the institution from the following stakeholders. In the sense, following stakeholders, the stakeholders which are representing the students, teachers, parents, the industrialist, and what is their feedback. The feedback should be on a regular basis, in the sense at least twice in a year. Every semester, at the end of the semester, you have to get the feedback from the students, parents, and as well as the industrialist, and as well as from the subject matter expert teacher. So what is the feedback that they have given, and the suggestions from the students, teachers, parents, industrialists need to be taken into account. What is the realistic feedback that they have given? Those feedback need to be like what is the action taken on those suggestions. Whether you are going for a syllabus revision, so if you are going for a syllabus revision, you have to follow the procedure aspects of a curriculum revision. So how far you are taking it forward. So without a proper analysis, you cannot do it. So each and every program, like in the sense BA economics, for example, if they go for this, for BA economics, what is the analysis report? For BSc computer science, what is the analysis report and feedback, and what is the suggestions? So each and every program, they have to go for this analysis and identify the gaps. Very importantly, you need to identify the gaps, and that has to be fulfilled to enrich our course curriculum. So that's all from my end on day 3 of curricular aspects of curricular, that is criteria 1. So if you have any questions, or even if you have any comments, or you have any concerns, please write to me so that I can answer to your queries. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.